Jonathan Broadbent here, creator and founder of Unwoke Academy, with another Market Minute. We're going to focus on Blackrock today, the money manager. However, I'm going to make the argument that this issue is not specific only to Blackrock. There are many other companies out there that are doing the same or virtually the same thing. This comes to us from an alert reader who has posted the following on social media. They aren't just buying houses, they are dismantling the American dream, piece by piece, with a playbook so sinister that it would make a Bond villain blush. A few years ago, BlackRock allegedly bought 50,000 homes. Then they sold 3 to themselves for more than double the price. Your neighbor's home value just doubled overnight. Doubled is in quotes. Congratulations, now you can't afford the property taxes to live there anymore. This isn't an accident, it's a calculated corporate heist. Here is their step-by-step playbook. Step 1, the hunt. They use algorithms and vast data to identify stable middle-class neighborhoods with untapped growth potential. These are your tree-lined streets, your good schools, your community. Step 2, the blitzkrieg. They show up with unlimited corporate cash. They don't need mortgages. They offer 20, 30, even 50% above asking price. Imagine you list your home, a young family makes an offer, then a corporate entity swoops in, says, "We'll pay you $100,000 more in cash." The family never stood a chance. The community is gutted before the for sale sign even comes down. Step 3, the squeeze. Regular families are now permanently priced out. How do you compete with a bottomless wallet? You don't. The dream of home ownership is extinguished on your own street. Step 4, the illusion. Once they control a critical mass of homes, the real magic happens. They sell a handful of properties to shell companies they already own. It's the game of 3-card Monte, but for the roof over your head. Step 5, the new reality. Those fake, inflated sales to themselves are now logged in public records. Suddenly, a $300,000 home is worth $700,000. This becomes the new fraudulent market rate. Step 6, the final nail, the tax trap. This is where they force you out. Your property taxes are reassessed and triple based on the fake sale. The elderly couple on a fixed income who paid off their home 20 years ago can't afford $15,000 a year in taxes. The young family that scraped together a down payment is now house poor. The ultimate insult. You will own nothing and you will be happy to rent from them. They created the problem, they priced you out, and now they become your landlord. The mortgage payment would have been $1,800. Your new rent to them is $2,500. You are now a permanent tenant in your own neighborhood, funding the very machine that evicted you. This isn't capitalism. It's a hostile takeover of the foundational pillar of American life. It's financial warfare against the middle class. That is a spectacular post. I'm glad this was brought to my attention. It prompted this. If you recall, if you've been watching Unwoke Academy for any length of time, you may know that in 2007, 2008, while working on Wall Street in institutional finance with a special focus, a specialty in pension administration and retirement plan administration, I called out woke Wall Street for artificially funneling retirement dollars, huge pools of money, into BlackRock. That actually got me in big trouble back about 18 years ago. And that, to me, I saw what was happening, I think, before many others did. That put me, for better or for worse, on a path to go head-to-head with Wall Street and call out these sorts of things. We have had several episodes where we've called out BlackRock. Again, this is not exclusively BlackRock. There are other companies out there that are doing equally horrifying things that are damaging and harmful. I tend to focus on BlackRock because it's one that I know arguably best or better than many of the other ones, having sort of butted up against them in 2007 and prior. And I saw the writing on the wall. I actually released a kind of a scathing 3-page letter admonishing that behavior in 2007 of funneling money into BlackRock. And that means that what is now roughly $46 trillion in retirement savings in the U.S., huge amounts of that ended up getting funneled into effectively 3 main companies. You've got BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, and then add to those some of the other ones that lean heavily left or are significantly woke, and they're doing damaging and harmful things. This is what's alleged of BlackRock, and the allegations, according to my research, hold true. If we don't pause to take a look at the harmful, damaging impact of the money managers and where our money is parked, and look at, we like to call it the globalist left, which stands for know where you donate, invest, or spend. If we've got woke managers out there who are taking trillions of dollars, between the three of them, it's my understanding that BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard alone manage around $30 trillion. That is a lot of operating capital to do a lot of harmful and damaging things. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we decide what happens with our money, how it gets invested, who profits off of it, and it's up to us to put our foot down. I've done some episodes talking about alternatives to companies like BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. And one more thing, if you're on the fence about it, we are seeing many other managers who are actually performing better, and BlackRock in particular, again, focusing on them, are named in a report that was presented to Congress in early 2024, showing the alleged use of what are called offshore managers to funnel U.S. investment dollars via these offshore managers and into the growth and expansion of the Chinese Communist Party. And specifically, they're expanding military capabilities, which means that you, my listening audience, may actually be funding our ultimate demise. You may be put in a position right under your nose by woke money managers of funneling money into the nuclear, naval, and air warfare capabilities of the Chinese Communist Party. Nobody should want that, and we should be looking very closely at what's happening. This one, what you see behind me, and this post from this young lady hit close to home. This has everything to do with how our money gets invested and who is managing your money on your behalf. Please pay attention, make some moves to go unwoke. Let's get the money directed instead into the growth and expansion of our American economy. Think America first. You may not know it, but on February 21st, Donald Trump issued the America First investment policy. In my book, it is arguably the most important thing he's done in his political career. Yes, it's off radar for most media. The woke Wall Street and politicians hate it, but it's up to us to push that in the forefront. And let's get our money back into reopening capital markets and get our money out of the hands of woke managers. This has been another Market Minute with Jonathan Broadbent. Thanks for listening.